Alright, Garuda King here with the 49th parallel again, and this is my, I guess, third part into the I.L.B.E pack system, my large long-term wilderness kit. In my last video I talked about the external components of it and the aspects of the pack, and in this video I'm going to talk about what I carry in it and when I'm in the wilderness, and what's in it right now as my bug out bag. This bag's at the ready with everything I pretty much need, and other packs to grab and take and if we're forced to leave our home. So I'm not going to go back into too much of what my external components are. In my last video I discussed that. In my lid of my pack, now the lid of this pack can double as a fanny pack. You can mount it to the hip belt off the main pack. You can mount it to the water bladder hydration carrier pack, and you can mount it to the assault pack. So the top lid's very modular, very awesome, and therefore it has most of all my essential gear in it. If I need to just grab one thing of this pack and boogie, it's going to be this. I'll grab probably one thing or two things out of there and put in here or strap to it, but this has all my pretty much essential gear in it. I got some Bridgeford sandwiches for when I'm on the fly and need to eat. Got some more lawn yogurt, some beef sticks, more protein. I got some chalk, some white chalk for writing on trees, writing on rock, marking your where you've gone, or trying to communicate with other people. I have my Linser LED 400 lumen flashlight. I love this light. It takes one CR123 3-volt, but it is bright. My Sawyer water filtration system, a waterproof map of the region I'm going to be in. I got a video on how to waterproof your maps very cheaply and very effectively. This one I probably waterproofed 5 years ago, still holding up really well. Cost me probably 5 cents to laminate that map. So laminate all your maps. And then in conjunction with living in Washington State, another 9-liter C-line dry bag. Got to keep everything dry. I see a lot of guys with their stuff in Ziploc baggies. Ziploc baggies, they're not waterproof. They puncture very easily. Their Ziplocs fail, and they're not very reusable. You can reuse one in the field maybe 3 or 4 times if you're lucky. So yeah, you won't see any of my gear in Ziploc bags except the chalk and my water filter right there. That's about it. And it's only around something that I know I can stick in someplace else that's dry if I'm that worried about it not getting wet. But yeah, Ziploc bags aren't waterproof bags. And I only trust C-Line as the best waterproof bags out there on the market. So inside here I got my mosquito head net, another headlamp, part of my compass, part of my navigational kit, adhesive ace wrap bandage, my fire kit, my hygiene kit, another field repair kit for tools and weapons. Got my headset for my GMRS radio transceiver. Some extra batteries for my lights. I have a Quick Clot trauma pack. Some Franklin Kevlar cut-proof gloves. A bandana. And then a couple books. These I usually have when I'm out in the wilderness. Reading material. Also bug out, they're good to have. This one's Zen Flesh, Zen Bones. This is more of a spiritual, philosophical morale booster. The copy of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States. And then Tom Brown's Field Guide to Wilderness Survival. And then I also have my foam knee pad inserts for my proper pants. And that's what goes in the top of my lid. So let's talk about a few things. Hygiene kit, pretty basic. Soap, lip balm, toothpaste, deodorant, baby powder, some wipes, and it's all just rubber banded up into a washcloth. My fire kit consists of the basic modern fire technologies. I got some more stormproof matches, a couple packs of wet fire, ferrous rod, lighter with duct tape, and some char cloth. So that's my technological fire kit. In Washington State, it rains a lot, so primitive methods of starting fire is a real challenge. Sometimes you need heat real fast, and the wood's too wet, so you can't do a primitive fire without expending a whole bunch of energy. Got those. Part of my nav kit. It's the Kaminga Tritium compass. Carry my whistle on there, which I've seen a few guys do. What I don't see a lot of people do is carry their signaling mirror on their compass. I like keeping my signaling mirror with my compass. Therefore, if I'm signaling with another party, my compass is right there. I could throw a bearing down and figure out where they're at. Or if I'm trying to hit a specific bearing when I'm signaling, I got my compass there along with my mirror. Keep it in a nice silk pouch so it don't get scuffed up and loose, and lessens the effectiveness of that mirror. So it's one thing I don't see a lot of people carry on their compass. So it's good to have it there. Now we'll talk about what's in the main pack. As you can see, all my internal components on my packs are all in waterproof bags. Nice thing about this system is Sea-Line makes a 65-liter dry bag that drops right into the pack. So always keep your gear dry. One thing I want to talk about real quick is weight distribution and how to pack your pack properly. I see some people talk about you want the heaviest things up top. That is not true. Whoever tells you that you want weight up high hasn't been in the wilderness and hasn't carried lots of weight. You want your weight down low. So the best thing is think of a pyramid. All the weight is going to be at the base. Therefore, you want it. It's going to be the heaviest and the widest. And then as you go up to the top of the pyramid, it's going to get lighter and lighter. And that's how you want to pack up your pack. You want the heaviest things at the bottom. As they go up in the pack, you want them to get smaller and narrower up to the center of your spine. That way the weight is distributed with your body's axis and your center of gravity, which is up your spine. And then pack the lighter things around that and above that. Anybody that tells you otherwise than that, I'll debate you all day long, and we can have a field test and prove which is more effective in the wilderness and packing your pack. Two things you want at the top of your pack is anything you need to get to at the most ready, besides what's in your lid. So therefore, this is my survival kit / admin kit. That's at the top of my pack, and then my improved first aid kit. This is more improved than the issue, what they issue to you. So I have them at the ready at the top of my pack. Next, I have my field blouse. I have a fleece hoodie. This is geared. Right now my pack's set up, we're in fall, so my pack's set up for fall weather. So I have a fleece hoodie in there. I have my mess kit. And stove kit. I have about a week's worth of Mountain House in the radio pouch that comes with the pack system. I have my Thermarest Marpad Pro Light sleeping pad. Which is in Marpat. Then I also have my clothing kit, which doubles as my pillow. Love to have a pillow. It's good to keep your morale up, to be able to sleep well and be comfortable. And a pillow is a necessity to me, so it doubles as my pillow. And the last thing at the bottom of my pack that I'm not going to pull out is the military sleep system, Gore-Tex bivy, and the medium and lightweight bags that go with it, and the compression pack. That's in the very bottom. It's the heaviest item, singular item that I carry, therefore it's at the bottom. Second heaviest is my clothing kit, and then on up to lighter and lighter deals. In my clothing kit, I pretty much have the basics: socks, wool socks, underwear, baklava, wool hat, my ECWS base layer, pants, bottoms and top, t-shirt, handkerchief, the usual clothing that you will need to carry out in. My med kit has the basic standard stuff with some upgraded things that I have upgraded in here. Got some extra Hemicon bandages. I do have about 8 sutures, absorbable and non-absorbable sutures in here. Small surgeon's kit, pain, medication, anesthesia, shit like that. So I have that in there. Talk about my survival kit in my last last video of the assault pack. I just showed you my other survival kit, but they all pretty much are geared up the same. I do have this little small 4 lumen pack light on here. That's for if I need to dig through my pack in the middle of the night and don't want to ruin my night vision. I can dig through and use that. If I'm under duress and don't want to be seen and cast light, then I can use that also in there. So it's hooked onto this at the top. Front panel, I have Allen wrenches that are specific to tools and weapons that I have to keep them maintained. Got a small Sharpie pen and my waterproof Right and Rain ink pen. I have a emergency blanket, my air mattress repair kit, Right in the Rain tablet, some little hotties, and I'll talk about something that a lot of people don't carry in their gear is a UTM grid reader. In the wilderness under canopy, it's really hard to get a 3-dimensional fix on GPS. You're lucky to get a 2-dimensional fix. When I first bought one and thought it was the greatest thing until I got out in the wilderness under the canopy, and yeah, there was no getting GPS fixes unless I was out on a riverbank or out in a clearing or in the open. Then I could get one, but for the most part, never got one. And it's a man-made system, and it's susceptible to failure or to be inaccurate. So I don't trust them. I got rid of it and don't use it, and I'm not going to get another one. So replace it with a good map with the UTM grids on it and a UTM grid reader. With my map, compass, and this UTM grid reader, I can pinpoint pretty much down within a couple 100 feet of where I'm at. So get you one of those, because they are very, very important. Just drop down, I got some snare wire and snare cordage. And inside I got my fishing kit, which consists of line and flies. I'm an avid fly fisherman, so I like fishing with flies, and up here in the North Cascades you have better chances of catching fish with fly versus with lure. So that's my fishing kit. My multi-tool is a Leatherman Crunch. This was I actually found this tool up on the 49th parallel Canadian border. It was completely rusty. It was in a leather pouch that was completely degraded, and I brought it home and cleaned it up, and it was missing one screw, so I put a screw on it, and it works great. And I think it's heavy compared to some of the other ones out there, but the nice thing about it is a vice grip. Therefore, you can grip it, clamp it down, and let your hand go free and have both hands in a situation. So, love having the vice grip. Some more batteries. Inside on this side, I have some basics, another lighter, some little hotties. Sharpening rod, and some more this is the Soul tinder wicks. On this side I have my infrared strobe. This is for strobing to search and rescue, because they use infrared and night vision. Chem light, Got a magnesium block, ferrous rod, fork, can opener. Got some detergent, washing clothes, some little small multi-purpose compressed wipes, a couple condoms, and some wet wipes. So that's what I carry in my little survival pouch slash admin pouch. Now a lot of this stuff is mainly geared up because I'm always in the wilderness, going out prospecting. I'm also an avid mountaineering. So, and granted, it's all luxury when it comes into a survival situation. When it comes down to it, you only can carry really what's on your body, and at the very least, the bare minimum. So what you can put in your pockets. So everything else is luxury. The more you know, the less you need, is what my dad always taught me. So all this is luxurious. A lot of it, sometimes I don't take if I'm skimping on weight. Like when I'm carrying my gold dredge and adding all that weight and all that mining equipment, yeah, I'm taking less clothes, I'm taking less gear, I'm taking absolutely all that I need as far as like survival gear, and leave the rest. So things come in and come out depending on what mission I'm on. But right now, as far as bugging out, this is how it's set up at the ready by the door. So if we have to bug out, I'll have all this gear with me and whatever else we take. If you guys have any questions, comments on the gear that I carry, please do so. I hope you like my videos, and I'm trying to get more out there. One thing I'd like to say is that I see a lot of people with their bug out bags and stuff, and it's like they buy a pack, they buy a whole bunch of stuff, they throw it in there, and they leave it there until they need it. Hopefully you guys that do that are like using the same type of gear on a regular basis, because nothing's ever used. Nothing ever looks like it's been used. A lot of people's knives that are in their bug out bags, they haven't even been used. They're like brand spanking new. So to me, it's, well, how do you even know that that knife's going to work for you in a bug out situation? It might not. It might not in a survival situation. So I'm hoping you guys are using your gear, because practice makes perfect, and if you don't practice, then you'll fail. You can't just grab a whole bunch of gear, go down to the store and buy it all and throw it in a pack and call it good. You need to be using it and testing it, resupplying it, and always upgrading and evolving with it. So look forward to my next videos on some of our other survival kits and other kits that we have, various other videos that I'll do on knives and things. And if you see it on this channel, you know it's been tested for years. I won't do a video on something until I really feel that that it's worthy of a video and worthy of a review and worthy to keep around. I don't get any sponsors as far as like, oh, here's a new knife, here's a new knife, here's a new knife, buy a new knife just to review it and to look at it. It's like, no, when I go and buy a tool or a knife, it's a long-term thing. It goes directly into the arsenal. It's going to be put to use that day. I don't buy things just to review. I don't buy things just because, oh, it's cool, it might be good. If I can apply it to my means, then I'll purchase it and I'll put it to use. And if it don't pass my bar, then it's getting handed down, or it's getting stuck in a bug out bucket that's going to be stashed somewhere as, oh, in a pinch it'll work, but I won't, other than that, I won't use it. So look forward to more of my videos. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, and y'all be safe out there.